I'm Joshua. I'm a 15-year-old that loves looking at the world's biggest problems and how we can approach them with technology. And recently, I did kind of just this. For context, 4.7 million Americans every single year are misdiagnosed with a chronic illness. This is really, really big because imagine if you had cancer for 30 days and you had really, really bad symptoms. You had blood coming out of your mouth, you were coughing horribly, and you could barely breathe, and you had no idea what was going on with your system. Imagine you went to the doctor and they told you, it's just a common flu and you'll be fine. But the entire time you had cancer and it went completely unnoticed. Well, unfortunately, this is the case for so many people around the world, not just in America, and it needs to be tackled. So that's the problem of the actual scenario. But the technology that I use and I looked into was artificial intelligence. If you don't know already, AI is this awesome technology which basically gives our computers the ability to make decisions and make classifications based off of data alone. So basically, we can give our computers the ability to make decisions in complex scenarios, like hospitals with data, by itself, just through learning. So how do we actually do this, and how did I learn how to do this? Well, for my case, I was looking really into cancer, because cancer, as you guys know, is a really big health problem. But right now, misdiagnosis is still pretty common because our doctors can't always tell whether cancer is actually cancer. For example, if you have a skin lesion, how do you know if it isn't just a mole and it's actually a lesion for skin cancer? There's so many different variables that can go into making a diagnosis. With humans and a large margin of error sometimes, we can't always be sure they're making the right decisions purely off of our knowledge and our instincts. And so artificial intelligence, which uses data to make informed decisions, can actually do some really cool stuff purely off of a data set. And this is what I learned how to do. So I found a video of this really cool explanation of how neural networks can be used with code and with this data set to actually classify benign and malignant tumors. And I actually tried it out for myself. So for context, there's two different types of breast cancer tumors that are commonly known. So benign and malignant. With benign, it isn't actually spreading throughout your body and it's just in one area, just one tumor in your breasts. But for malignant, it's metastatic, which means it can travel throughout your body at rapid paces and essentially spread cancer throughout your entire human body, which is obviously pretty terrible, right? So I found a data set from this video with all these different measurements for benign and malignant tumors. For example, concavity or size or texture. And I looked at this video and I saw all these measurements and all of these outcomes, whether it be benign or malignant. And following the video, I found some really cool insights about how neural networks can actually be used to classify these tumors by themselves. So instead of having doctors to actually have to diagnose breast cancer by themselves, we can now have AI do it for us. And the best part is the accuracy is super, super high. I achieved 93% accuracy with Keras on my computer. So imagine if a supercomputer in the US could do this entire thing on a much more complex level. It'd be awesome. And we can completely eradicate the issue of misdiagnoses. AI is really, really awesome, and this implication is only the start of where we could go with this awesome technology. And also, it's still developing. Right now, with AI, we're still in the beginning of what's possible to come with this technology. So right now, if we can almost cure the issue of misdiagnoses, imagine what more is possible with more time and more knowledge, and more awesome people, especially teens, working on the issue. It's awesome. And for me, AI is pretty, pretty cool. Thanks for watching.